Resident Evil 2 Remake. All files. Guide pamphlet. Welcome to Raccoon City. Did you know, while we are the home of pharmaceutical giant Umbrella Corporation, Raccoon City is a vibrant and dynamic city with a long, rich history of its own. In this guide, we'll introduce you to a few of the more unusual points of interest our city has to offer. Raccoon City Police Station. The building in the center of town wasn't always a police station. In fact, it used to be an art museum. Various features like the unusual clock tower and the goddess statue in the main hall remind us of a bygone era. Orphanage. Just a few blocks from the police station is an orphanage founded and run by the Umbrella Corporation with the help of generous donations from businesses and citizens alike. The building is known for its stained glass window, which attracts visitors from around the world. Record of events. September 25th. We're turning the station into a temporary shelter due to the massive, sudden outbreak. All police personnel have been instructed to make the safety of the citizens their top priority as we try to accommodate as many of them as possible. September 25th. Addendum. One of the refugees attacked us in the middle of the night, resulting in the death of one officer and injuring 3 others. The person in question was quickly restrained. We believe this was simply a case of someone snapping under intense stress. September 26th. A mob attacked the station today, resulting in a number of casualties. A few survivors were able to make it safely behind the emergency shutters, but surrounded as we are, it'll be hard for any of us to escape this place. We're not sure we can fix any of our comm equipment, so we remain cut off from the outside world. September 27th. There was another clash on the west side of the station around 1 p.m. 12 people died, and there is only a handful of survivors left. Everything is falling into disarray in here. David Ford. Operation Report. September 28th, 2:30 a.m. It's down to just me and 3 others. No weapons, no ammo, and too many skirmishes have drained us mentally and physically. We're not gonna make it. Officer Phillips once suggested we escape through the sewers. Apparently there's a secret tunnel under this place left over from its museum days. I brushed her idea off before, but now it's not sounding all that bad. Yeah, there's no proof there's even a tunnel or that the sewers aren't infested with zombies, but I don't want to sit here and wait to die either. It's a long shot, but I'm gonna find out what I can about the tunnel. Elliot Edward. Uses of gunpowder. Handgun ammo. Gunpowder times 2. Shotgun shells. Gunpowder plus high-grade gunpowder. Yellow. Mag ammo. High-grade gunpowder. Yellow times 2. Acid rounds. Gunpowder plus high-grade gunpowder. White. Submachine gun ammo. High-grade gunpowder. White times 2. There's not a lot of ammo left around the station, so make good use of any gunpowder you find. Different guns require different ammo, so pay attention when you're combining things or you won't get what you need. Rookie's first assignment. Leon S. Kennedy, we're putting you on a very special case for your first assignment. Your mission is to unlock your desk. The key to your success is in the initials of our first names. Input the letters in order of our desks. There are 2 locks, one on each side of your desk. Make sure you get them both. Basically, your first task is to remember your fellow officers' names, but you figured that much out, right? Good luck, Leon. By the way, it might take a little work to get Scott to give you a straight answer. Lieutenant Branagh. Scrawled in a corner between drops of blood. Be glad you're not here, rookie. Storage locker terminal memo. It appears that the keypad to the locker terminal is missing a few keys. I suggest that the person responsible for this mess find some spare keys and fix this right now. You know who you are, bastard. Who else would fuck it up this badly? Medicinal benefits of herbs. Humans have used herbs to treat sickness and disease since the dawn of time. In this book, we will explore 3 such herbs native to the Arklay Mountains. Green herbs have the ability to heal basic injuries, while blue herbs have long been used to treat poisoning. As for red herbs, while they are visually appealing, they offer no medicinal benefits, or so it was thought until recently. It is well known that combining herbs together produces blends that heighten the herb's effects, but it has been discovered that red herbs can play a big role when mixed properly. According to one doctor of Asian medicine, mixing blue and red herbs together produces a blend that will strengthen one's constitution. Truly, we have only just begun to realize the full potential of these herbs and their ability to heal the human body. Further research is sure to yield more fascinating results. Portable safe instructions. Press a button to light up its corresponding lamp. Light them all up to open the safe. The buttons must be pressed in a certain order. Pressing a single button out of order will cause all the lights to go out and you will need to start the sequence over again. To any survivors, consider this a gift for anyone still unfortunate enough to be alive. Keep your eyes peeled for those creepy fucks that look like they were skinned alive. Lickers, we call them. They're blind as bats, but their hearing more than makes up for that. So long as you don't run around like a total idiot, guns a-blazing, you should be able to slip right by them. Probably. Either way, make like my grandma and creep around as slow as possible around them, yeah? Anyway, not that I want to go, but duty calls. That, and I've got a friend to avenge. David. Some guy's scribblings. Damn those corporate assholes. They cut me off, after all I've done for them. But if that's how it's gonna be, so be it. I'm gonna have a little fun of my own as the world goes to shit. I boarded all those filthy pigs up in a steel pen and set some C4. All I gotta do is detonate it and it's sayonara suckers. But it's no fun if it's over too soon, so maybe I'll give that one raving loon something to really squeal about. Yeah, maybe I'll give him a little toy and tell him, kill that guy next to you and I'll spare the others. I wonder what he'll do. You yell about justice and pride, but how many times did you go against me, your own superior? Yeah, you're such a good cop. So good you had to die. Man, this is fun. I need some music for this. Art article, The Red Stone. The ruby that captivated Edward the Black Prince, the pearl that the Queen of the Nile milked dry, the diamond that led a queen to the guillotine. There's no end to the number of tales related to the appeal of jewels. This mysterious red stone is simply the latest to sparkle among them. Like those other jewels, this one's origin is unknown. It's said that it once adorned a noble woman's jeweled box and was even dedicated to a wise king. This fall, this stone that's long been shrouded in legend will be on display during auction. There are sure to be many eager enthusiasts there. But, dear reader, one would do well to approach with care, for devilry lies in beauty's shadow. This jewel has turned caring nobles who love their subjects into despots more terrible than Caligula, and we have the tales to prove it. Seriously, it's precisely because these jewels are bathed in blood that their luster stirs something in the hearts of people everywhere. Internal memo. September 22nd, 1988. Office Supply Internal Relocation Notice. Heat-resistant 3-number combination safe, moved from Star's office, 2nd floor, to West office, 1st floor. The combo is left to 9, right 15, left 7. Please change the combo ASAP upon receipt. RPD Facility Maintenance Department. Equipment Disposal Notice. Item to be disposed. Key to Patrol Car 7439. Details. Bent key. No longer usable, but can still open the car's doors and trunk with its keyless entry buttons. Autopsy record number 53477. Name of deceased, Justin Hansen. Male, Caucasian, 39 years old. Observations. Found dead in cell bed by staff. Hands are still clenched tight due to rigor mortis, which should be coming to an end. It's highly likely that he died just after lights out. Deceased was known as a kleptomaniac, incarcerated multiple times. Incredibly, he would steal even while in jail, though that was consistent with his clinical diagnosis. Copy of emails to Chief Irons. Police Chief Irons. As thanks for your unwavering support, I have deposited a small sum into your account to use as you see fit. I hope I can count on you to maintain surveillance over your subordinates, especially the ones who survived that mansion. Get rid of them if you must. WB. Police Chief Irons. I ran into some trouble with Umbrella headquarters. The suits want to take away the fruit of my research. But don't worry, this will all blow over soon. You just keep doing what I tell you to do, and everything will be all right. WB. Police Chief Irons, you are to up the security around my lab. Your muscleheads are to shoot any suspicious person on sight. Doesn't matter if they kill them, or even if they're Umbrella employees. I'm so close to completing G, and no asshole is going to get in my way. WB. Police Chief Irons, get your shit together and do your fucking job. I told you I need more security in the sewers. Don't you know how critical of a time this is for me? As for the money, I can pay you whatever once I take over, but not before. Why don't you get that? Never forget how expendable you are. WB. Taxidermy log. White-tailed deer. Male, approximately 6 years old. Place of capture, Arklay Mountains. Length, 6'1". Weight, 353 pounds. Pleased with how it turned out, but I'm getting tired of working on these puny things. Maybe time to move on to more challenging animals. Siberian tiger. Male, approximately 4 years old. Place of capture, Khabarovsky Krai. Length, 9 foot 6 inches. Weight, 529 pounds. I nearly came when I sliced its yellow belly open and its warm guts spilled out. I still smell of wild beast. This is the life. Pig. Female. 22 years old. Place of capture, Raccoon City. Length, 5'3". Weight, 110 pounds. The specimen's body is soft, sweet, and white all over, and it's all mine. Forever. Repair shop letter. From your description regarding the electronic box on the door in the police chief's office, it sounds like something needs replacing. You will need some power panel parts to fix the issue. Fortunately, a repairman from one of our stores is at the station to repair the bell in the clock tower. We sent a few spare parts with him, and he reported that he left one in the 3rd floor east storage room. If something goes wrong or you need more than one, please don't hesitate to seek him out in the clock tower. We look forward to serving you again. Confiscation report. Date, August 14th, 1999. Location, RPD 2nd floor waiting room. Reason for confiscation. A suspicious man was found at the location listed above. When confronted by an officer, he tried to escape by acting confused, but was arrested. A note he had on him was confiscated. Remarks. It's not like everyone doesn't know who he is, but it's Justin Hansen, age 39, city resident, single, and a regular fixture in our jail. He wasn't a bad guy per se, just a bit of a bird-brain kleptomaniac. Can't believe he tried to pull a fast one in a police station of all places, though. Letter to STARS members. To my bestest STARS buds. How are y'all doing in that drab old station? Hanging out in there against old irons? Me? I just got back from a date with a hot chick. Bet you can guess what we got up to under her extra-large umbrella. Europe is amazing. 1 month is in no way enough to even scratch the surface. Maybe I'll extend my vacation for another 6 months. Barry, don't you even think of coming to join me. Wouldn't want to make all the cute girls cry, yeah? So just leave the babes to me. Jill, if Claire tries to contact you, please let her know I'm okay. Chris Redfield, August 29th. Repair plan. Location, Police Station West Side Clock Tower. Due to the high cultural value of the bell, I'm calling a specialist in to make the repairs. We'll go over the details once they're on the scene, but in the meantime, I'll take steps to secure the bell since the yoke is threatening to break. A message from Mr. Raccoon. Howdy, boys and girls. It's your pal from the Raccoon City Zoo. It's always great to see you. Today I want to talk about something really important to me. You know my popular Mr. Raccoon toys? Well, I heard some bad kids have been using them for target practice, but that makes me really sad. Good little kids wouldn't be that mean, right? Plus it's super, super dangerous, so just don't do it. Anyway, see you at the zoo. Mr. Raccoon out. Raccoon Monthly, June issue. Attention all Raccoon City heroes. Who's the most feared yet respected man in town? The answer should be obvious to any resident of our fair city. That's right. It's Police Chief Brian Irons, the man that scares the bejesus out of criminals everywhere and stern father that loves every last one of us sinful citizens. Chief Irons is known for his great charity work, including big contributions to the orphanage, support for abused women, art preservation, animal conservation. Let us know if we've missed anything. Just when does our great hero sleep? When asked, the city is my extended family. I'm just doing what I do for my family, Chief Irons said with a soft smile. Claire's memo. Leon, I hope you find this. The station's gone. Get out of here ASAP. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right. And don't stress about my brother either. Just focus on getting yourself out of here alive. Claire. Leon's memo. Claire, I hope you get this. This place is crawling with monsters, and your brother's not here. Just get out of here as soon as you can. I really hope you're safe. Leon. Ben's memo. The station's swarming with monsters. Even here I can hear their cries, but it's not the zombies I'm afraid of. Code name, Tyrant. The ultimate bioweapon, developed by those bastards in the utmost secrecy. To think that thing may be wandering around here. Chances are they've ordered it to wipe out the witnesses. Interview transcript. But that doesn't explain the rumors about the orphanage. I just find it way too coincidental Umbrella's one of the benefactors. You told me this interview was about the new scholarship Umbrella set up. Come on, Annette. No one cares about this. They want to know about the G-Virus and the... Where did you hear about this? And that big fucking sinkhole in the city which, by the way, rumor has it goes straight to your underground lab. Now, are you going to talk to me, or are you... This interview is over. Bitch. Memo. Jail power panel. The power panel is out. Can the person in charge of it please take care of it ASAP? I assume everyone knows, but since the jail's power panel is old as hell, we're going to need those custom power panel parts no one makes anymore. There should be a few in the generator room. Addendum. I got word that there's only one of those power panel parts in the generator room. The guy that's here to fix the bell in the clock tower should have another, so someone ask him nicely for it, please. Sally's diary. January 4th. Wednesdays are perfectically great days 'cause we get snacks and ice cream. I hate the last place I was at. The teachers were all meanies. It was just study, 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 and there wasn't no ice cream. I love, love, love it here. January 10th. There was an important rule made today. Everyone must write a diary, get health checkups, and we ain't allowed outside by ourselves. It's good we don't have to go to school. I don't want to go and get picked on for my old clothes. Especially not by the guy that used to wear them. January 16th. The orphanage director is coming today, so I'm gonna wear my most favoritist checkered blue outfit. The director is tall. The director has a mustache. The director is a policeman. Tom's diary. February 5th. It's been 2 months since I sent that letter to Oliver, and all I've gotten back is nada. Zip. Then again, they're all like that once they get adopted. Bet he's living like a king in some fancy folks' home and forgotten all about us. Really thought Oliver was different, that he'd be my friend for life. Guess I'm just a fool. February 8th. Anne set all the little kids down and told them a story today. She said, all the kids that get adopted are turned into food for the boogeymen. That's why no one hears from them ever again. Not sure where she gets her ideas from, but she's sure got the mind for writing trashy horror novels. February 13th. There's something weird going on around here, and it's not just 'cause of Anne's stories. Don't get me wrong, I've been in worse places, and this place is funded by some big drug company, but why can't we call people or go outside? Why are there so many doctors around? What's with those shots every day? It's almost like we're... February 14th. I'm getting adopted. Me. Most people go for younger kids, so I figured I was too old, but I can't say I'm not a little happy. Who am I kidding? I'm totally psyched. I say goodbye to this place on the 20th. I'm gonna try my best to be a good son, someone my new mom and pop can be proud of. February 19th. Oliver came back in the middle of the night all messed up, screaming help me and stuff. I didn't even recognize him at first. His face was all peeling and melted off. He's with the teachers and doctors now. It's just a skin thing, they say. He'll get better soon, and then we can go on adventures together again. Unknown diary. If you're reading this, go call police. Boogeyman's here, eating everybody. Many bark, Boogeyman's here. Help. They're coming. Help me, Mommy. Letter from the director. Regarding the incident in question, I'm glad to report it has all been taken care of. On February 19th, test subject 628 escaped from the lab and broke into our facility. 628 was originally from this facility's candidate pool and apparently returned in the hope of seeking help. 628 was quickly detained by our staff. As 628 was undergoing one of the lab's clinical trials, there was the distinct possibility that he had brought the virus with him, so we disposed of all our test subject candidates as a precaution. Their speedy disposal was conducted by the security team, to whom I'd like to extend my thanks. As for our neighbors, we told them that due to the building's dilapidated state, we have temporarily moved all of the children to a different orphanage for their safety. As to the future of this facility, once it has been fully decontaminated, I plan to resume securing more test subjects. September Inspection Week 1. I already put in a request last week, but we absolutely must have a replacement ID wristband ASAP. We need one to gain access to certain areas of the main facility. In other words, me and my crew can't get to the places we need to in order to do our job right now, so I don't want to hear anyone accusing us of slacking off. September Inspection Week 2. With the new wristband that's just arrived, we can finally begin our survey of the demolition area. As to the report from the other day about the incinerator, it's nothing really. Probably just a large piece of leftover trash. I'll go take a look myself after I wrap up this report. Report about G. The G virus clinical trial will be entering its final phase very soon. Before G, the new creature that will surpass humans, is born, allow me to predict a few things about its biology and biological functions. Intelligence. The subject's intelligence will begin to drop immediately, with their linguistic abilities disappearing within a matter of days. Finally, they will lose their capacity to reason and their humanity. G will be a creature of pure instinct, driven only by a need to survive and reproduce. Physical abilities. Due to its unusually accelerated cell division, evolution, it will be highly adaptable to any environment. Furthermore, with its amazing ability to repair itself through regeneration, it will be extremely difficult to completely kill it with any conventional small firepower. Reproductive behavior. G's most remarkable feature will be its intense desire to reproduce. It will instinctively search out humans with DNA that closest matches its own and implant an embryo in them. But the chances of success are very low, and if the DNA is not a close enough match, an underdeveloped G creature will be produced instead. I suppose the only ones who might be a close enough match would be any biological children of the subject. Copy of emails to Umbrella HQ. Director Owens, there are alarms going off all over Nest. I don't know what's going on, but I can hear gunfire and I can't reach my section chief. We're trapped. Please send help ASAP. Director Owens, the situation here is dire. Nest has been contaminated with the virus. It's unbelievable. The failsafe system didn't activate at all. Is this the work of outsiders? I can't imagine who else it could be. But why? Mayor and Kim are dead. I can't stop coughing. Why won't you answer me? Director Owens. You. It was all you. Sewers Company pamphlet. Greetings from the CEO. Thank you for your interest in Knight's Construction Company. Over the past 20 years, we have had the honor to work on sewer systems of some of our country's greatest cities, while never losing sight of our two core principles of playfulness and superior industrial design. At KCC, we believe just because our work is subterranean doesn't mean our designs have to be subpar. More refined than a queen, more polished than a knight, and as pleasant as a pawn, our work is sure to bring great victory to everyone involved. May we all meet on the field someday. Knight's Construction Company CEO, World Chess Alliance Honorary Member, Raccoon Chess Club Honorary Advisor, Fisher Chess Lovers Guild Honorary Director, R.B. Fisher. Unlocking the U area door. I lost the thing that tells you how to unlock the door to the U area during the last mad dash of a transfer. I know you have to stick one plug into each terminal, but if anyone remembers which plug goes where, please be a pal and share by posting the info on this board. Delivery receipt. The item below has been delivered to the location specified in your order. Heat-resistant safe, ×1. The combination is written on the side of the safe in chalk. Please remember to erase it before you use the safe. Claire's note. Leon, I have to take a little detour to help this girl I found. If I don't save her, I hate to think what might happen. You go on ahead. You're almost out of the city now. Don't worry about me. I'll make it out. Promise. Claire. Leon's note. Claire, if you've made it this far, you're almost out of the city. I've got to take care of something before I leave, but I need to tell you something in case I don't make it. This was all Umbrella's doing. Let the people know. Leon. Naproom log. 18545. Toby Jackson. Entered 344. Left 731. 18546. Sarah Takahashi. Entered 451. Left 708. 18547. Walt Page. Entered 1203. Left 1336. 18548. Anthony White. Entered 1205. Left 1248. 18549. Cyril Archer. Entered 1801. Left 2021. 18550. Desmond Locke. Entered 1804. Left 1958. 18551. Wayne Lee. Entered 2016. Left blank. Important Nest-wide alert. Due to an incident in the North area, all Nest personnel are to immediately use the Devil antiviral agent on themselves. Devil is the only way to prevent G mutation. If you have been infected with the G virus, seek help immediately to target and destroy the G cells in your body. This email is automatically generated in the event of an emergency. Please do not reply to this message. ID wristbands. This research facility uses the latest security technology in order to ensure employee safety and efficient business practices. In order to enter and exit the facility and to operate certain equipment, employees must use an ID wristband. There are 3 levels of access. 1. Visitor. 2. General staff. 3. Senior staff. Authentication is granted based on an electronic chip inside the wristband. The wristband access level can be changed by simply inserting a different electronic chip. Visitor wristbands can be given to family members of employees. Please inquire at reception for further details. Special Forces recording. Alpha to Ghost. Target moving to West area. Must be going to retrieve the G virus and antiviral agent. This is Ghost. Understood. Rendezvous at point W3. Roger. This is Alpha. Arrived at destination. Understood. Stand by for target. This is Alpha. I've got eyes on the target. He's going to open the safe. Roger. Awaiting the signal. Got eyes on the G-Virus. We're going in. Dr. Birkin, you'll come along with us quietly. Somebody's note. Everybody's turned. Vegified. They keep coming back, again and again. Burn them all. Burn them until their whole body is black as ash. There's no other way. Herbicidal synthesis. Plant 43 herbicide synthesis. 1. Place an empty cartridge into the solution dispenser. 2. Add the required amount of UMB number 21. 3. Cool immediately. Plant 43 exhibits astounding growth. If something unfortunate were to occur, it may be hard to control. In the event of an unforeseen incident, manufacture the herbicide using the instructions above in order to minimize damage. Wayne Lee's inbox. Sender, Rick Mendoza. Subject, what's he up to? Can you believe that bastard Cartwright? Cool your jets, asshole. Well, I guess he is the boss. For now, anyway. Have you seen my helix anywhere? I put the secret on the bottom. Let me know if you find it. Sender, Byron Cartwright. Subject, busy guy, huh? So you couldn't make our little meeting? Fine. Don't worry about the greenhouse inspection. Instead, I'll give you something real simple to do. Put together the budget estimate for the year after next, and get it done tonight. Sender, Rick Mendoza. Subject, are you alive? We're under attack. People are dead. The east area is cut off. We can't operate the bridge with the wristbands we have here. Where is that bastard Cartwright hiding? Sender, Rick Mendoza. Subject, please reply. Plant 42 is going wild. The greenhouse is hell. We need to send someone in there before it's too late. Wayne, how do we stop this thing? You have to help us. Please reply. Sender, Rick Mendoza. Subject, none. Do you remember Susie, the cheerleader? What a great gal. We were both into her. Of course, she wasn't into nerds. I still have to give you back those comics and games I borrowed, but you might have to wait a while. Byron Cartwright's inbox. Sender, William Birkin. Subject, high priority, increased security. When did Nest become a nest for spies? 3 last month, and another 4 this month. And those are just the ones we caught. Step up security, Cartwright, or do you want to end up like your predecessor? Also, I'll be restricting access to the west area from today. Ignore all requests from headquarters for information on G. Those suits contribute nothing to this project anyway. Sender, no reply. Auto-generated mail. Subject, warning. Unauthorized access detected. Herbicide dispersal by unauthorized employee detected at East Area. 0451. Wayne Lee. Wayne Lee's note. Dear God, blood, everywhere. What the hell's happening? They're dead. All dead. It was those men in black, USS Headquarters Special Forces. But why? Isn't their job to protect us? White brains in a sea of red. This can't be happening. Dear God, why? Didn't everybody say I was a genius? A genius like me can't die in a place like this. I always got results. They're screwing me. Well, maybe I'll screw them. I'll win the Nobel. I'm a hero. A genius. A god. I will not die. I will... Research diary. Embryo growth observations. Subject 449. After the G embryo was implanted in the subject, we made a 50-centimeter incision from the chest to the abdomen and began our observations. With the help of the medical team, the subject's consciousness level was kept to between 15, lucid, GCS 10. However, the subject's consciousness level deteriorated, and further observation was deemed unnecessary. The subject was then disposed of. Breeding rate observations. Subject 501. The G virus was administered to Subject 501. 501 mutated into G form and was introduced to a group of 30 test subjects. After 2 hours, 36 minutes, it was observed that all but one of the test subjects had been implanted with an embryo. All subjects were disposed of. One subject broke down during experimentation and took their own life. T-virus resistance experimentation. Subject 628-639. We administered G-virus to Subject 628 who had shown slight resistance to the T-virus. The virus was then introduced to Subject 639, to whom 628 had a close relationship. 628 showed some signs of resistance, but had been implanted with an embryo after 24 minutes. T-virus resistance does nothing to stop the mental deterioration caused by the G-virus. Orientation letter. Officer Leon S. Kennedy, on behalf of the RPD, congratulations on completing your training. Your especially high marks are to be commended, and we couldn't be prouder to have you as a member of our force. Please report for orientation at the Raccoon City Police Station on Friday, September 25th at 8 a.m. We look forward to serving with you. Raccoon City Police Chief Brian Irons. Letter from Best Friend. Dear Claire, first of all, thanks for the letter. Now, if you'll let me get this one thing off my chest. I can't believe you're really gonna do it. I can't believe you're biking all the way to Raccoon City all by yourself. Just to see your brother? What the hell? I know Chris means a lot to you, and yeah, you haven't been able to reach him for a month and all, but you're nuts. You know how many perverts and assholes are out there just waiting for a hot, young college student to come along to take advantage of? It's not safe to travel alone. But your mind's made up, isn't it? Fine, I get it. Just promise you'll call when you get to Raccoon City. Don't leave your bestest best friend hanging, okay? Love ya. P.S. Your brother may be the Chris Redfield, and he may have taught you how to fight and use a gun like a banshee, but that doesn't make you invincible, so don't get cocky out there. Letter to Shopkeeper. Kendo, it seems you've got your reasons for staying put, so I'll trust you to take care of this yourself. Still, if things get worse and your other arrangements don't work out, you know where to find me. I'll do everything I can. Jill Valentine. Resident Evil 3 Remake. All documents. Jill's report. September 26th, 1998. It's already been 2 months since that mess with Umbrella. Thanks to the suspension, investigations haven't progressed exactly as I'd hoped. Perhaps this written record of what I've found will prove to be my final duty as a STARS officer. I can only hope that it helps lead to the truth. The T-virus. Those infected by this virus seem to become literal zombies. It appears to be communicable via several different avenues, outlined below. Bite from an infected individual, allowing the mixing of bodily fluids. Contact with crows which have eaten infected carrion. Due to the strength of the virus, airborne infection cannot be discounted. It should be noted that those who survived the incident have not yet developed symptoms. It's unclear whether this is because the virus has a long incubation period, or because we just happen to be resistant to the infection. We ought to remain vigilant, even after this investigation period ends. As for me, aside from my minor difficulty sleeping, I seem to be in fine shape. Still, I shouldn't get too hopeful. After all, this could just be an extended incubation. Investigation notes. Umbrella. Pharmaceuticals company. Industry leader in market share. Focuses on military weapons development while maintaining cover as a pharmaceutical company. Also secretly developing bioweapons. T-virus outbreak at Arklay Mountains Research Facility. Predicated the Mansion Incident. Conspiring with Raccoon City leadership. Large donations to Mayor Warren's office. Effectively controls the city. Message from a colleague. To Jill Valentine. Hey hotshot, how you holding up? I still can't believe Irons suspended you. It's such bullshit. He ought to pin a medal on you for making it out of that hellhole back in July. Of course, you're going to poke around and ask questions about it. I hope you're not mad at me for keeping my head down. Everything's been happening so fast. Stars was the pride of the force. When the chief disbanded us out of nowhere, I thought for sure I was losing my job. Word has it you're planning to leave Raccoon City. I figured you wouldn't take the suspension lying down. Just promise to watch your back. Umbrella won't sit by while you try and dismantle their business. Take care, Jill. Brad Vickers, Stars Alpha Team, now and forever. P.S. Had to slip this message to the pizza guy to avoid detection. Enjoy the extra-large Mega Meat Supreme. It's on me and the guys. Unsealed envelope. They've got me pinned down at home. Guys across the street are watching me from their window 24/7. Are they Irons men? Umbrellas? I don't know, and there's no real difference anyway. I know what they're trying to do. They want to wear me down, torment me into compliance, and it's working. I'm barely eating, barely sleeping. I'm going crazy. I feel like the living dead. But I won't let them win. I have to get out of the city and find a way to make them accountable. They'll send someone to silence me, of course. If you hear that I've been killed, or whatever it is they do to people like me, you must pick up the investigation where I left off. I've enclosed my files. They'll tell you everything you need to know as long as this package isn't intercepted. I'll be moving out at night. 5 days. Wish me luck. Drugstore Owner's Journal. August 24th. This new hair tonic from Umbrella is just flying off the shelves. The stuff they make always works wonders, so it's no surprise. I was counting on this and ordered a huge shipment. My instincts are paying off, literally. I just know sales will continue to rise as word gets out. That said, the string of violent incidents on the news has me worried. Maybe I ought to invest in a good safe to hold all this cash that's rolling in. September 2nd. The new safe is just perfect. Nobody knows the code, not even my wife. It's a secret between me and my beautiful Aquacure queen, and she'd never give it up for a thief. A love letter? My little darlings, it's already been 3 months since we fled here together. I find myself thinking back to the day you hatched. Your little voices made me tremble with pride. Your adorable little bodies brimming with incredible, destructive power. And of course, that voracious, insatiable appetite. You are no less than the pinnacle of the Hunter series, and yet they ordered me to destroy you. They said you were unfit for use as weapons because of a few minor vulnerabilities. So what if you're susceptible to heat? So what if your delicate mandibles are exposed when you feed? Haven't they ever heard of character flaws? It is those flaws that make you so very, very precious to me. But we'll show them yet. Down here, we'll continue to walk this evolutionary path together. We'll prove to Umbrella that you, my beloved Hunter Gammas, are truly superior. Tabloid front page. The Cannibal Murders. A complete digest. In the gray of the morning of September 25th, a frantic caller telephoned the RPD to report an assault. A man described as disheveled, like a vagrant, was attacking a passerby north of the Lambs Museum of Art. The responding officers discovered the mutilated corpse of a woman by some dumpsters nearby. Dozens of bite marks covering her body, and she had been dismembered, suggesting she had been eaten. The third known incident of its kind to occur in Raccoon City this month. So who done it? Who's been munching on man steak? We here at News Comment have a gnawing feeling that the so-called cannibal disease patient Spencer Memorial has been providing free treatment for since August might not be settling for just the cafeteria food. Our reporters have infiltrated Spencer Memorial, asked the tough questions, and come back with horror stories that will make your stomach roil. Turn the page for the scoop. UBCS suicide note. September 28th. The Middle East, Eastern Europe, East Africa. I thought I knew what hell was. I figured I'd never crack no matter what was thrown at me. But this job? This one was supposed to be easy. A quick wage. I'd earned it. It all happened at once. There were 30 guys in our squad, all armed with state-of-the-art assault rifles, and yet we were wiped out in less than 48 hours. I've been through enough shit to know it only ever gets worse. And if that was just the beginning, maybe I'm a coward. I don't care. This is the only way out I have left. I just hope my body doesn't get back up after I pull the trigger. Increased sewer security. We've been receiving reports of unauthorized personnel in the control areas of the facility. In response, we are replacing the aging mechanical locks and implementing new security protocols. Unlocking the new electronic locks requires a special-made battery pack to be distributed to all employees. Please keep your personal battery pack on hand at all times when moving throughout the facility. Chad's notes. What happened to this place? I've seen some strange shit over the past few days, but those strange bugs building their nests, that metallic smell wafting through the vents. But fuck, if it didn't all go straight to hell overnight. I need to check in on my ma uptown, but the boss says I can't leave till I drop all the breakers. God damn it. Better finish up quick so I can get out of here. Well, fuck me. My stomach hurts so much I can hardly move. At the last breaker, a big ugly bastard of a bug got the drop on me and shoved a big fucking tube down my throat. I managed to get away and somehow kept from vomiting on the spot. Fuck, it hurts. Feels like something's moving inside. Holding it together. I can't believe I haven't puked. Fuck, it hurts. Like I'm gonna tear apart. I think this is it for me. I love you, Mama. Fax from Substation Chief. To all employees, in response to the violent outbreaks across the city, we have implemented an intentional power outage. Once the situation has been brought under control, please activate the 4 breakers ASAP. Once that's done, turn on the main power switch in the control room to reactivate the power grid. Sewer workers' notes. It happened again. They got caned this time. I saw it all. One of those things just swallowed him whole, head to toe. I tried to warn them when Bill went missing 2 weeks back. The cops said he'd probably skipped town, but I said no way. Not with his baby coming any day. But did they listen? Nope. This is bullshit. Fucking puke-breathing, toad-faced motherfuckers. Every time I think I've lost them, another one pops out of the tunnels. And it's not like I can count on the fucking cops. Don't trust those pencil pushers at HQ either. Next time one of those freaks shows its face, I'm gonna hit it right in its big, ugly mouth. Subway employees memo. Violence is getting worse and worse these past few days. Got a shotgun for when it hits a breaking point. Locking it up in the gun rack. That should keep it safe from any would-be looters while I go out and try and find some more shells. If things go south, cut the chain and bust out that sucker. I pray we make it out alive. Kite Brothers Railway Manual. Ensuring safe subway operations. In the event of a power outage, the subway will automatically cease operations. Once power has been restored, please use the control panel to confirm the stations at which the train will stop, as well as which track segments will be used. If the route entered is unsafe, an error will occur and operations will not resume. UBCS Ammo Crafting Guide. On the battlefield, if you run out of ammo, your gun's as useful as a wet fart. Want to stay alive out there? Then get these basic formulas into your skull. Handgun ammo, gunpowder times 2. Shotgun shells, gunpowder plus high-grade gunpowder. Mag ammo, high-grade gunpowder times 2. Once you're stocked up, get out there and join the party. Let's give these dead motherfuckers something to eat. Just be sure you don't become dessert. Substation internal memo. The key to the high voltage area has gone missing, and the earliest we'll be able to get a replacement is in next week. In the interim, a lockpick will be provided to the senior employees on duty. We only have one lockpick and cannot afford to lose it, so please keep it in its carrying case at all times when you're not using it. And please, could you all check just once more that you did not accidentally take the key home? If you happen to find it, please bring it to Kate in admin. Electrician's notice. Public use generators provided by Raccoon City Electricians Guild. Due to the ongoing power outage, the Guild has decided to provisionally place a number of electric generators throughout the city. Everyone is welcome to use them, but remember, these generators are running high voltage currents. If one were to be struck or impacted by gunfire, anyone standing nearby could get electrocuted. Handwritten edition. You got that? If you see a generator spitting sparks, don't go near it. Don't do anything stupid. Safety first, as the saying goes. If we make it through this mess, I'll have plenty of busted generators for sale at bargain prices. Your neighborhood electrician, Sam. UBCS Herb Field Manual. There's no place in the UBCS for pipsqueaks who crawl back to base every single time they get scratched up. You want somebody to kiss your boo-boo? Go someplace else. Here in the big leagues, we mix our own meds, so get these recipes memorized. High potency mixture, green herb times 2. Maximum potency mixture, green herb plus red herb or green herb times 3. First aid spray. Can't make these yourself. Grab them if you see them. That should do it. Now let's get this done and then go grab a beer. Notice of demolition delay. We have decided to delay the Barnaby office building demolition in response to ongoing public unrest. For safety reasons, all electrical equipment, including generators, have been moved to the roof for safekeeping. Entry to the premises is prohibited until the current unrest has subsided. All employees are to stay at home and await further instructions. Training log. July 10th, 202 pounds, 12 laps of the yard, 2 circuits. Suck it, prison. The Umbrella Corporation has just recruited me for a job. A job. Don't know how they're gonna wipe out a life sentence for murdering 20 gangbangers, but whatever. I'll take it. Beat shitting away the rest of my days behind bars. I gotta get back into shape. July 26th, 196 pounds, 20-kilometer run, 3 circuits. Target practice at 400 yards, 5 misses. Caught the chain yesterday and they moved to a UBCS training camp where I find my first bullet in 2 whole years. Missed a stationary target by 5 inches at 400 yards. I never fucking do that. It's like I forgot everything. Doesn't matter. I'll get sharp again. Watch me. August 15th, 190 pounds, 30-kilometer run, 3 circuits. Target practice at 600 yards, 2 misses. Okay, I've got my shot grouping down to 3 inches. Feeling good. Feeling good. After lunch, they put me through my first mock battle. The Cap and the other guys are good people, and the goddamn beasts of war at that. But what the fuck is up with that lunatic Nikolai? He used me as a fucking human shield just to score some extra points. September 25th, 181 pounds, 30-kilometer run, 4 circuits. Target practice at 600 yards. No misses. Murphy's back, baby. You'll never see me miss another target. Tomorrow I go on my first mission, riot control in Raccoon City. I think Jimmy would have liked that. My brother was always the first to reach out and help people, right up until those street punks took him away from me. Now it's my turn to do some good for a change, the way I know best. Research Assistance Logs. March 4th. Water temp, 18 Celsius, pH 6.8. Gammas released from tank for the first time. Movement sluggish. Combat potential low. April 18th. Water temp, 20 Celsius, pH 6.8. Experimented with additional hormones and drugs. One adjustment bore positive results with a significant rise in combat potential. Specimen is now able to move quickly and swallow prey whole. June 30th. Water temp, 22 Celsius, pH 6.2. Umbrella has officially shut down gamma research. We managed to smuggle some specimens with especially high potential from the lab before disposal. Dr. Logan Carlisle is more committed than ever to perfecting the gamma line. August 14th. Water temp, 25 Celsius, pH 5.8. 2 weeks since relocating to the sewers. Increased temperatures have led to a decrease in water quality, but specimens appear fine despite my concerns. Gammas quickly learned the layout of the sewers, and within 2 days were exploring the entire underground of Raccoon City. All specimens are familiar with and friendly towards us, but I have procured high-powered weaponry as a safeguard in the event that they become uncontrollable. September 1st. Water temp, 23 Celsius, pH 6.1. We were lucky to secure this space by bribing the sewage department chief, but it's beginning to feel cramped due to the gamma's continued growth. We should begin to consider other possible arrangements. September 9th. Water temp, 21 Celsius, pH 6.1. A water treatment worker found his way into the lab, but the gammas promptly eliminated him. This proves their viability for field use. I'll reach out to Umbrella's European branch tomorrow. Perhaps they will see the light. Raccoon Times Readers Column. Dear Editor, I'm writing you because I am troubled, deeply troubled. Anyone who's been a parent knows that Crystal Promenade is the place to take your kids for a trip downtown on Saturdays. And there's no store more popular, or harder on a parent's wallet, than Toy Uncle. However, I've noticed that on windy days the big statue above the entrance wobbles like the only thing holding it up is a couple of screws. If that statue's head tumbles loose on a busy day, children will be badly hurt. I've complained to the manager 3 times now, but he just isn't willing to rectify the situation. Are we supposed to wait for a terrible accident to happen before taking action? No. If heads are going to roll, then let it be the manager's. Take that death trap down. Timothy Wiles, 69. Your Charlie Doll. The original Charlie doll was based on the likeness of Toy Uncle's founder, Charlie McBurgan, and has become the mascot for the company. We are pleased to present this porcelain Charlie doll as a celebration of our 25th anniversary. Individually handcrafted with love and care by our staff, this limited edition item makes for a precious gift. We hope he'll find his place as a cherished member of your family. Caution, this product is extremely fragile. Take care not to drop it or strike it. Invoice from Gun Shop Kendo. Thank you for purchasing the Sextuple X grenade launcher. We've made special adjustments to this piece to ensure compatibility with a variety of ammunition types. For optimal performance, be sure to choose the right ammo for the right situation. As we discussed at time of purchase, this is a refurbished model, and the chamber needs to be manually cycled between shots. It'll take an extra moment, but this is reflected in the price as agreed. Handwritten note on reverse. Explosive rounds, explosive A times 2. Flame rounds, explosive A plus explosive B. Acid rounds, explosive B times 2. Mine rounds, can't be readily crafted, not worth stocking up on. Won't help if we need to keep the gammas in line. Green herbs, they work. It was starting to look like Chad was never going to come back from his rounds, so I poked my head in there, and fuck me. Next thing I know, I've got some kind of maggot squirming down my throat. I was gagging and heaving, but those little bastards didn't seem to mind none. They just wouldn't come up. I was staggering around like a madman, and then I saw it. A green herb. My grandma told me once that the green herbs are a natural bug deterrent, so I grabbed one, shoved it down my gob and swallowed, and what do you know? The little things didn't want to be in there anymore. I've never been so happy to throw up. I'm gonna head back there to look for Chad. If anyone else sees this, remember, eat your greens. UBCS new weaponry notice. Good news, limp dicks. I've got some new weaponry for you that's guaranteed to put the brass back in your sacks. They're called mine rounds. These babies were developed by Umbrella's military R&D, and they'll light your fires even hotter than the lover you left back home. They're tough to find and tricky to handle, but trust me, they're worth it. Alright, let's take a look at the specs. Mine rounds are designed for standard issue grenade launchers. Don't get cute and try and load them into anything else. Fire them at walls or the ground and they'll stay right where you put them. The sensor in the mine will detect approaching enemies and detonate when they get within range. So basically, just toss them in an enemy's path and you've got yourself a landmine. There's no such thing as unfair when you're taking those giant freaks on. So get out there and fight dirty. Clock Tower brochure. St. Michael's Clock Tower. St. Michael's Clock Tower is a Baroque-style building which stands at the heart of Raccoon City. It has become a beloved icon, and residents consider it to be emblematic of the city as a whole. St. Michael's Church erected this tower in 1908 with the assistance of several philanthropists. It was dedicated to the children born in the developing city, and the first floor was used as an elementary school for many years. The city saw further growth during its electrification over the course of the early 20th century, and the student body of St. Michael's Elementary swelled to over 600 students. Unfortunately, St. Michael's Elementary was shuttered in 1978 as the building began to show signs of age and wear. The clock was deactivated and strict limitations were placed on entry to the surrounding premises. Years passed with this once beloved monument and public plaza on lockdown, but in the 1990s the Umbrella Corporation worked in league with Mayor Michael Warren to renovate and reopen the area, this time with proper preservation efforts in place. The clock tower was officially reopened in 1993, and today the sound of its heavy, tolling bells can once again be heard throughout Raccoon City. Report on the mansion incident. This bizarre incident occurred in a mansion owned by the Umbrella Corporation located in the Arklay Mountains. On July 23rd, STAR's Bravo team was dispatched to the Arklay Mountains to investigate a series of mysterious and grisly murders and went unexpectedly radio silent. On July 24th, Alpha team was dispatched as well and became entangled in the events at the nearby mansion. The incident culminated in the destruction of the mansion. Casualties were numerous. The only survivors were 5 members of STARS. The cause of the incident was the illegal bioweapon experiments being carried out in a secret Umbrella lab beneath the mansion. The T-virus being used in these experiments escaped the facility and is presumed to be the root cause of all that has occurred. However, all evidence was destroyed along with the mansion, so further investigation has proven to be extremely difficult. Note to a friend. Hector, if you're reading this, I'm already dead. If you hear any noises coming from the locker, do not open it, please. While you were out on patrol, I focused on finding a way to get to the other side. I realized that explosives might be our best bet. I managed to rig up a pretty good bomb, but we don't have any batteries for the detonator. I'm pretty sure I sent one to the safety deposit room during intake last week. We need that battery if we're going to knock this wall down, so I headed upstairs to find you since I know you have the safety deposit room key. As soon as I left the shower room, I was attacked. One of them bit me. I washed the wound as best I could, but I feel worse and worse. I hope I don't need to spell out why you must not open the locker. Please don't worry about me. Get yourself out of here as fast as you can. Your buddy, Wes. P.S. Don't worry about that 600 I lent you. Think of it as a gift towards your upcoming move. Good luck, buddy. ID card security protocols. September 16th, 1998. Each member of the force has been issued an ID card. From now on, this same card will be required to access all storage boxes. Do not lend your card to anyone. Take great care in using it. If your card goes missing, report it lost immediately. RPD Facility Maintenance Department. Email outbox. Sender, Lucy Yen. Subject, disposal complete. Sent, September 26th, 2:35 a.m. Department in chaos after spread of infection. Multiple citizens taking refuge here are infected. All files related to you successfully disposed of. Awaiting further instructions. Sender, Lucy Yen. Subject, ongoing developments. Sent September 27th, 3:05 a.m. Communications intercepted in S-HOSP on STAR's private communications line. Presumed to be evac request from B. Possible he will flee the hospital and come here. Request UBCS dispatch. I will evacuate with their assistance. Sender, Lucy Yen. Subject, evacuation request. Sent September 27th, 11:54 p.m. Requested evac has not yet arrived. This position is becoming untenable. I remained here with the condition my safety would be guaranteed. If I am left to die here, I will distribute proof of collusion and corruption between you and RC's civic leaders. You have 1 hour to deliver a response. September 20th arrest report. Name, Rodney Gray. Occupation, unemployed. Former electrician. Charges, unlawful creation and/or possession of explosives. Narrative, Suspect was behaving suspiciously at 1442 Box Street on September 18, 1998. Subject's person was searched, producing a small explosive and a timed detonator from inside his pocket, leading to arrest on the charges listed above. A search of the suspect's home found more than 20 additional homemade explosives at various stages of completion. Subject was extremely agitated and not of sound mind. Subject spoke feverishly when questioning began, and at one point, questioning had to be halted due to a sudden bout of shrieking from the suspect. Once questioning was resumed, suspect made the following statements. "I didn't do it for me, I did it for you. Why doesn't anyone understand? The corpses attack from the shadows. A storm's coming, but this umbrella is no good. Gotta blow it up or you'll be more than just wet. Gotta get more bombs. They're coming soon. Gotta hurry. Burn 'em. Burn the corpses. Burn 'em good." During questioning, the suspect began to shake violently before resuming a shrieking fit. Questioning was ended and a sedative administered. Note: due to the suspect's unstable psychiatric condition, suspect's testimony changed from moment to moment. Suspect's delirium made any sort of dialogue impossible. We are currently awaiting the results of a doctor's investigation into suspect's condition. The explosives collected from suspect's person and residence appear to be extremely powerful. As a safety precaution, a battery was removed from one detonation device upon its admission into evidence. The battery was secured in the safety deposit room. Interrogating Officer Wes Drucker. Internal memo. September 22, 1998. Office Supply Internal Relocation Notice. Heat-resistant 3-number combination safe. Moved from Star's office, 2nd floor, to West office, 1st floor. The combo is left 9, right 15, left 7. Please change the combo as soon as possible upon receipt. RPD Facility Maintenance Department. Note about tape recording. Dakota: I think I know what happened to the missing tape of Dr. B. His research assistant took it. One of my patients saw Abbott remove something from the locker in the nurse's station and walk towards the treatment room. I'll try to sneak in and look during the night shift. You just gotta stay cool and keep doing your job. I don't care how important Dr. B is to the medical community. That kind of harassment is not okay. I promise I won't let them destroy the evidence. He's a pig and an asshole and will get his day in court. Stay brave, stay strong. A friend. Spencer Memorial Pamphlet. Welcome to Spencer Memorial Hospital, the heart of Raccoon City's healthcare, the forefront of science. Spencer Memorial Hospital was meticulously designed by the Spencer Foundation to serve as the backbone of medical care throughout the region. In addition to our state-of-the-art outpatient wing and spacious inpatient wing, we boast one of the country's largest research wings, where we conduct clinical trials for new drugs that will change the face of medicine across the United States and the world. Nurse's Journal, September 25th. Every day they bring in more of these mystery illness patients. The sedatives don't stop their delirium, so we have to put them in straitjackets and move them to the isolation wing. Problem is, the isolation wing is already bursting at the seams. The director has ordered us to admit anyone with symptoms free of charge, but what does he expect us to do? Wish them better? We don't have a cure. And that's not all that's bothering me. When these patients die, they're not collected by the usual mortuary teams. We've been told it's special handling to prevent the illness from spreading, but I'm not sure I buy it. Miranda saw some guy wheeling a body through the forbidden door during the night. Why? Where? What is going on? Nurse's Journal, September 27th. Admitted over 20 mystery illness patients. Patients in isolation wing were exhibiting severe limb necrosis, fever, muttering delirium, and signs of hyperphagia. Possible infection? Tried every antiseptic. Still no blood work back from the research wing. Ask again. Dr. Young was bitten while treating one of the patients. We've disinfected the wound, but his fever won't go down. Nothing works. Meanwhile, the outpatient wing is complete anarchy. The patients are delirious and growing more violent by the minute. We've called in our off-duty staff. It's all hands on deck now. We have got to contain this chaos. Nurse's Journal, September 29th. We tried. I swear to God we did. But there's nothing else to be done. The chaos is completely beyond control. Victims are pouring in now, dying and spreading the infection faster than we can reach them. So we've given up trying. Those of us who aren't infected have barricaded ourselves in here. We can hear the cries for help outside, the screaming, but none of us will go out there because it would be the end of us. I can't believe we've abandoned our patients. It's the worst sin imaginable for a nurse. I can't stop shaking, but I want to live. I want to live. 9 p.m. We heard a helicopter flying overhead and immediately started crying and hugging each other, thinking a rescue team was on the way. But then the sound grew distant, and all we're left with now is the moaning of the dead and the silent screams in our hearts. We're all about to lose our minds. Dr. Young, Ariana, Miranda, Dakota, I'm so sorry I failed you. Something's coming. Help. Banquet invitation. Dear Dr. Bard, it is my pleasure to cordially invite you to a banquet on September 10th at the Central Hotel, where we will be exchanging viewpoints on Raccoon City's new Special Medical Zone, SMZ. Attending will be Mayor Michael Warren, Chief of Police Brian Irons, and other distinguished members of our community. Thursday, September 10th, 1998, 6 p.m. The Orient Restaurant, the Central Hotel, 2nd floor. We would be honored if you could join us. Sincerely, Greg Tester, United States Senator. Handwritten note. Nate, I'll be introducing the bill for that new drug of yours in mid-August. Bring the cash. We've booked a suite for the usual after-party. You're a brunette guy, right? I'll let Irons know. RE Lost Items. To all employees, we've been inundated with reports of lost items. If you find something and it is unclear who it belongs to, do not take it home. Please deposit it in the nurse's station safe. The safe combination is 9 clockwise, 3 counterclockwise. Thank you for your cooperation. Memos from administration. ID card rules. ID cards are not to be taken off hospital grounds under any circumstances. As per our security measures, all employees must store their ID card in their own personal lockers before returning home for the day. Thank you. Administration, September 20th. Lost locker room key. The key to the locker room has gone missing. The last person to have it may have dropped it somewhere in the courtyard. Until it is recovered, we will keep a spare key here in the office. Please stop by administration at the end of your shift to borrow it. Administration, September 24th. Emails from Nathaniel Bard. To Greg Tester. Subject, reply immediately. Greg, I know you're watching the news. This virus is going to devour the whole country. The dead will wash over Capitol Hill like a tidal wave. You're not safe. However, you've always been a good friend to me, so I'd like to offer you a way out. I have in my possession 1 dose of a vaccine for the virus, the Holy Grail, and it's not for my family, not for the ladies on the side. No, Greg, I'm saving it for you. I know better than anyone that you're the future of the United States, but if you want the goods, Greg, you've got to get me the hell out of here now, without Umbrella finding out. Lean on the Pentagon for me. I know you've got the clout. See if someone can get a rescue team in here without UBCS involvement. You scratch my back, I scratch yours, which should sound pretty chaste after the parties we've been to. Hurry. My time is running out. Nate. Unfinished activity log. September 26th, 1300 hours. Infiltrated RC disturbances are sporadic, commencing mission. 1930 hours. Observed 5 RPD officers engaging a pack 20 strong. Officers annihilated in 20 minutes. September 27th, 1200 hours. Test run at university. Diverted pack, including canines, to campus. 64% infection and conversion in 2 hours. No survivors. 2300 hours. Successful rendezvous with MV platoon. Will make first attempt at dawn. September 28th, 0430 hours. Diverted pack toward command post. Result, night skirmish in confined area with large number of combatants. Video attached. 0800 hours. End of skirmish. 7 survivors. 1800 hours. Unknown bioweapon deployed at point D18. Tracking it per orders. It appears to be on the hunt. 2000 hours. Got eyes on 2 stars. Male, infected, and female. Bioweapon is pursuing female. September 29th, midnight. Female JV has made contact with the MV platoon. Bioweapon's appearance and behavior are consistent with Project N. Investigating. 0400 hours. Observed bioweapon wielding conventional weapons. It seems to be strongly fixated on terminating JV and knows the city layout. Evidence it can be imprinted. 0700 hours. Metamorphosis in the bioweapon triggered by a hostile encounter with JV. Video attached. JV has been infected and is non-responsive. Collected samples per orders. September 30th. 0030 hours. Over 17 hours have elapsed since JV's exposure to virus. Conversion has been slow, suggesting she may be resistant. 0400 hours. Vaccine recovered and administered to JV by CO, a soldier in MV platoon. JV expected to be fit for combat approximately 20 hours post-exposure. It seems clear the bioweapon is Project N. Contact with JV causes it to change and evolve. Will induce further encounters to obtain more precise data. Employee memo. September 12th. Admitted to N2. Male 45. Female 32. Discarded male 60. Female 89. September 15th. Admitted to N2 males 55. 19. Female 51. Discarded female 76. Returned female 8. Uninfected. September 22nd. Admitted to N2 males 25, 22, 15. Females 16, 21, 29. Discarded 6 male specimens, 9 female specimens. Disposals trending upward daily. Preemptively dispose of any over 30 years of age. September 24th. Nightly transfer observed by nurse. Admissions to underground facility temporarily halted. Elevator notice. To all employees, we've identified an issue with the electrical box where concurrent use of heavy machinery overloads it and causes the fuses to blow. If you encounter this problem and can't get the elevator running, please stay calm, gather fuses from the sub-generators situated around the warehouse, and use those to restore power from the main generator as quickly as possible. Nest 2 Employee Regulations. Attention Nest 2 employees. The objectives of this T-Virus research facility differ from those of Umbrella's main Nest facility. Here we focus on real-world use cases which arise as new bioweapons are created and introduced, such as the need for T-Virus vaccines and new weaponry capable of suppressing bioweapons. Some aspects of our work here can be dangerous, so it is imperative that all employees adhere to workplace regulations without fail. In particular, unauthorized entry by unapproved visitors or removal of work-related data or materials will be met with severe disciplinary measures. It is a great honor to be part of the finest research organization in the world. Keep this in mind and stick to the rules as we forge new and revolutionary technologies. Essay on Vaccine Synthesis. On the roles of antigens and adjuvants in vaccine synthesis. Dr. Nathaniel Bard, Chief Researcher, Spencer Memorial Hospital. To most effectively synthesize a vaccine, both an antigen and an adjuvant are required. The antigen produces an immune response, while the adjuvant increases the effects of such responses, leading to increased antibody production. By combining samples of these two ingredients, one can create a potent vaccine base. By processing this vaccine base with our proprietary equipment, a larger batch of vaccine can be created with astonishing ease. What's more, my latest antigen and adjuvant samples yield unprecedented rates of antibody production, producing more than 1,000 times the yield of traditional materials. This not only makes it an effective vaccine, but also a potential way to eliminate existing infections. Disposal Center. Disposal Center Protocols. This facility is to be used for the dissolution and disposal of test subjects used in Nest 2 experiments. The potent solvents used will ensure that any biological matter within the vat, living or dead, is completely dissolved and ready for disposal. Please follow all safety protocols when using the disposal center. Always confirm that no employees are in the chamber before beginning the dissolution process. Always use the regulated amount of solvent, regardless of the volume or mass being disposed of. If a test subject reacts violently, do not halt the disposal process. Leave the chamber filled for at least 12 hours, then check for complete dissolution before draining. Isaac Graves' diary. The pay was generous, the benefits were good. Most importantly, they promised me I'd be contributing to state-of-the-art medical tech research. For a university teacher stuck working in nowhere America, it was a golden opportunity, like winning the lottery. So I went for it. I made the pitch to my family and we agreed to move here to Raccoon City. Well, hindsight is 20/20, because this lab is a den of monsters who conduct cruel and barbaric experiments for the sole purpose of taking human life in the most sickening way possible. It's messed up. The world needs to know. But every time I work up the courage to blow the whistle, I think of Penny and Casey and immediately chicken out. Umbrella owns this town. There was this guy they caught trying to smuggle out company secrets. They essentially fed him to one of the betas. Fed him. I saw the whole thing. I got my wife and daughter into this. I just need to do my job. Do as I'm told, for their sake. But let this be a testament that I do have a conscience, and that I've learned my lesson. Expression of concern. Senior Fellow Dr. Frankel, please allow me to send my heartfelt congratulations to you and your colleagues at Umbrella Europe for completing Nemesis, a truly remarkable achievement in the field of bioweapons research. Introducing a parasitic organism into a tyrant's brain to gain external control of it? How could I not marvel at such a wild idea? However, from a medical perspective, I must emphatically state my disapproval of this shift away from the established Umbrella policy. By turning to the use of parasites, you are setting a dangerous precedent. Viruses can be kept in check. I believe an effective vaccine can be developed for any virus on Earth, with abundant funding and a bounty of samples, of course. Can you say the same for parasites, however? Doctors have tried in vain to develop a vaccine for malaria. Parasites like Plasmodium are far more genetically complex than the T-virus, and to think they will submit to control is utter folly. Perhaps in your country consumers are willing to buy automobiles with no brakes, but here in America they know better. Then again, I recall you have a degree in economics, so no doubt you've already devised a brilliant marketing strategy to win over the naysayers. I look forward to your talk at the forum in Berlin next month. In the meantime, I shall be exploring medical solutions to this hubristic problem you've foisted on us. Sincerely, Nathaniel Bard, Ph.D. Weapons Spec Sheet. Project Title: Ferromagnetic Infantry Use Next Generation Railgun. Development Code Name: Finger. Chief Developer: Nest 2 Lead Researcher Cornell Garner. Assisting Developers: United States Army. Ammo Caliber: 60 mm. Muzzle Velocity: 6,000 meters per second. Project Objective: Suppression of new bioweapons in case of outbreak. Additional notes: extreme firepower provides the secondary benefit of completely obliterating the target, leaving no trace behind. User feedback: this thing is totally rad. Tyrants out of line? Just give them the finger and problem solved. Packs the firepower we need. It would be even better if there was a way to control the output. Mobility may prove to be problematic in the field. Perhaps its platform can be refined. It requires multiple power sources. May be difficult to secure in practice. Could you consolidate to a single power source? Weaponry Authorization Request. Dear Dr. Emerson, I would like to formally request that the weaponry normally reserved for the bioweapon synthesis team be made available for any employees interfacing with the admission and dismissal of test subjects. These test subjects do not present the same level of danger as our bioweapon products, but I believe that this weaponry authorization is advisable, as outlined below. Recently, some test subjects have developed a new mutation granting them very high regrowth abilities. Our team refers to these specimens as paleheads. They have been appearing with regularity, but the specific cause has not yet been determined. The astonishing rate at which these pale heads regenerate makes it difficult to deliver a lethal blow with standard weaponry. If any sort of system failure were to occur within our facility, we would be woefully underprepared to defend ourselves. For this reason, I would like to request that high-powered weaponry capable of subduing the paleheads be issued to all of our employees working in shipping and processing. This will ensure that in the event of an emergency, we will be able to quickly eliminate the threat and evacuate safely. Thank you very much for your consideration. Shipping and Processing Manager, Gabrielle Reed. Shipping Notice. Cargo, Nemesis. Shipping Route, CDG to JFK to RC. Shipment Date, September 1st, 1998. Shipment Type, Class 1 Hazardous Materials. Additional notes. All transit within the United States is to be made via helicopter. Take extreme care during takeoff and landing, as shock to the parcel may potentially lead to self-activation. We here at the European branch are excited to hear your thoughts and evaluation of this newest prototype and are pleased to offer this specimen to you for testing. It has been through numerous trials and possesses incredible destructive power, so please exercise extreme caution when using it. Lead Developer, Dr. Herman Frankel. Scientist's Dying Message. It's happened. Our worst case scenario. The T-virus has somehow leaked. Under orders from Dr. Bard, I'm to manufacture mass quantities of vaccine. I've prepared a culture of the T-virus antigen. Now I just need to combine it with the adjuvant to enhance its effects, and I should be able to produce enough vaccine to save all surviving citizens. The adjuvant samples are stored in the incubation lab. Test subjects are already wandering the halls, but I'd better find a way to get some samples while this culture is maturing. If I don't make it back, please complete the synthesis process. Try to find a way to stop this outbreak. It's the least we can do after setting these horrifying events in motion. Suspicious Contract Memo. Contract Overview. Received offer from client seeking to use RC Crisis to undermine and claim market share from UC via a multi-pronged strategy. 1. Sabotage UC attempts to destroy evidence of outbreak to maximize culpability. 2. Induce encounters between UC bioweapons and security forces/law enforcement and collect combat data to ascertain viability of tech. 3. Report deployment of any new bioweapons, including Project N. See specifications. Remuneration exceeds current offer from UC and takes top priority. However, the client has agreed to a grace period before using any of the deliverables, so that payment from UC may also be collected. If you enjoyed this, please be sure to like and comment, so I know I should keep making more. I hope you slept well.